Okay. Now modify this same program buffer which is using buffer input stream. Use buffer output stream also and write to the same file using buffer output stream. Okay. Modify same program. Do it. Okay. Now I am creating a buffered output stream for increasing the performance while writing. Buffered output stream. Buffer output stream requires what? See here. It requires output stream. So can I pass file output stream? File output stream is subclass of output stream. Whenever something is taking superclass reference, I can pass any subclass object. So I can pass file output stream buffered output stream BOS is equals to. Now here I was using FOS dot write. So instead of write, BOS dot write. Oh, okay. Now you need to understand what this write method is doing. How is this increasing the performance? See here, just like buffer input stream was having a temporary byte array, a buffer. Whenever you read, it is keeping it in the buffer. Here, whenever you write, it is not going to the file and writing this byte. Here you are asking to write 1 byte. It is not going to the file and writing 1 byte. What it will do is, whenever you are saying buffered output stream dot write, internally buffered output stream is having a byte array. Internally it is having a byte array. Whenever you say write, it will keep this data inside the array. This array is of 8 KB again, just like buffered input stream. Whenever you say BOS dot write, it is writing to the buffer. It is not writing to the file. But once the buffer is full, automatically the contents of this buffer will be returned to the file. Right? Now in your program, what happened? The file size is 0 because the file which you are trying to read is very small, less than 8 KB. So the buffer was not full. So if the buffer was not full, all the data whatever you have written is in the buffer, it is not written to the file. Now after the while loop, what you have to do is you have to write BOS dot flush. Flush, what it will do is whatever is there inside the byte array, the buffer, even though the buffer is not full, it will flush it to the file. Right? So only change which you need to do is here after the while loop, everything after the program is over, you need to say BOS dot flush. That's all. Now if you run the program, you will get the outputs. Yeah, and I'll see in my F drive. See xyz.txt, it's having the content. After keeping a breakpoint here, right click, debug as Java application. See, on the left side, whatever you see is nothing but a thread stack. At line number 19 of main method in input stream demo, you are suspended, your program is suspended. Whatever you are seeing here is the top of the stack. Every thread will have a stack, right? That stack you are seeing. If I expand and show you this buffered input stream, I said buffered input stream will be having a buffer. It is nothing but a byte array of size 8 KB. Initially all are zeros because it didn't, read operation is not done. And here in buffered output stream also, it's having a buffer of size same 8 KB. Okay, here also 0, 0, 0 are there. Now see here, my control is this, at this line it didn't get executed. If I press F6, this line will get executed and the control will stop here. I am pressing F6. One read operation is done. Now let us see the buffer inside buffer input stream. See the buffer. Previously it was all zeros. Now it has read all 8 KB. Try to read 8 KB, but my file size is very small. It read what all bytes are available. Okay, it read all these bytes. And read method will read first byte only. Okay, now data. What is the value inside data? See, 100. Is it not the first byte value in BIS? BIS buffer 100 is the first byte. Yes, it returned first byte. Now see the logic. I am checking whether it is end of file -1. No, I'll press F6. It will print to the console. See, you got D printed on the console. 100 was the ASCII, Unicode value of D. So it printed D when I type char it to char. And again I am saying BOS.write. Now as I am using buffer output string, tell me, whenever I use write, will it go to the file and write? No, it will write to the buffer. Now let us see. F6 I am pressing. Okay, now I'll show you buffer output stream. See, buffer output stream is having a byte array. I clicked on buffer output stream. See, 100 is written in the buffer. It is not written to the file whenever I write, whenever I call write. Again I'll press F6. See, again second byte is written to buffer output stream. Like that, until this buffer is full, buffer output stream will not write to the file. So what happened is in my program, I pressed F8, it will continue until the end. Okay, what happened is my file size is very small. It is not even having 8 KB of data. So whenever I wrote bvoice.write, it was written in the buffer. As my file size is very less, the file, nothing was written into file, right? When we will try to the file, when the buffer is full, but buffer was never full. So finally we have to use bvoice.flush. Okay. I have some variables like int I is equals to 20, char c is equals to single quotes a. I want to write these variables inside a file. Now what I am doing? I am reading from the file input stream or buffer input stream and writing by using buffer output stream. I am reading bytes and writing bytes. But no, I don't want to write bytes. I want to write ints. I want to write chars. I want to write strings. Let us see whether this will be possible by using buffer output stream. Okay, there is some problem with buffer output stream. We cannot write ints or bytes or chars by using buffer output stream directly. We will be able to write only bytes. Of course, tell me what is an int? Combination of 4 bytes is a char. 2 bytes, combination of 2 bytes is a char. So individually, if I try to write a character, buffer output stream will not write a char variable, right? It will read byte byte byte. It will write byte byte byte, but it cannot read character. It cannot write a character. Buffer output stream. Okay. So let us try to write. I'll write the same program. I just write in a new program. I will write a new class. I'll say print stream demo. Why I wrote this print stream demo, you will understand. I am taking main. See here carefully. I am creating int I is equals to 20, char c is equals to a. Now what I will do is I will try to create a buffered output stream to point to some file. New buffered output stream. It requires an output stream object, so I can pass a file output stream object. I will try to create a new file output stream. See, file output stream requires file object. So I will create new file, and file requires a path. So what I'll do is I'll give f colon xyz.txt. Okay, it's giving some error because it is throwing some exception. Once I keep my cursor here, I am throwing file not found exception. So I created a buffered output stream. I'll take it in a reference. Buffered output stream BOS is equals to. Now what I'll do is BOS dot write. See, write. There is one write method which will take int. Is there any write method which will take char? No. There is no write method which will take char. So I cannot write characters. But can I write integers? Okay, first of all, I'll try to write I is equals to 20 I declared. I'll try to write I and see what will happen. I. And then finally I have to, okay, this is throwing some exception. I'll throw it. Finally I have to say BOS dot flush. I wrote just only one int, that's all. Buffer output stream is not having any write method which will take char. There is only write method which will take int. I am just trying to see whether I can write the integer value. I will run it. Okay, I ran it and I will see in my F drive xyz.txt. What is there? I wrote I, it is having 20. I am expecting 20 to be present here, but what is that? Is it a special character, some character? So what did you understand? This is the Unicode value for 20. But I don't want to write Unicode value. I want to write 20 only. I is having 20. I want 20 here. So it is not possible with buffer output stream, or it is not possible with file output stream. Right? So there is another class. If you want to write primitive types, int is a primitive type, char is a primitive type. If you want to write some primitive types, then buffer output stream is not sufficient. There is another thing called as a print stream. So you have to use print stream object if you want to write primitive data types. Okay, now I'll modify the same program to use print stream. I will comment these lines. Yeah. You should be able to write a program. Now I said I just gave a hint. Print stream is used for writing primitive variables. Now, with the help of Eclipse, even though you don't know anything about print stream, right now we don't know anything about print stream, by the use of Eclipse, see how I'll write. Even though you don't know anything also, you'll be able to write using Eclipse. Eclipse will give you such help. New print stream. I'm trying to create print stream. See, print stream requires what? There are a lot of overloaded constructors for print stream. Print stream requires a file object, or you can pass another constructor which will take output stream, or there is another constructor which will take directly the file path string. Okay, let me use this one for now. So if I have to create a print stream object, I have to tell what is the file to be written. Print stream is used for writing. Okay, for printing. Print stream is used for printing. So to which file you have to specify the file object, or you can use the file output stream and use that as the input stream here, or there is another constructor you can use directly the file name. Okay, as of now I will use this print stream which is taking file. I'll say new file again I'll point to same thing, f colon xyz dot txt. So I'll take it in a print stream reference. Print stream ps is equals to. Now see here, ps dot, there are a lot of overloaded print methods. See, there is a print method which is taking boolean. One print method, overloaded print method, is taking char, character array, double, float, int, long, object, string. There are a lot of overloaded print methods by using which you can print anything. You can print all the primitive types, you can print a boolean, You can print a character, a double float, int, everything. So remember, whenever you want to write primitive types, then you have to use print string because it is having a lot of overloaded print methods. Now I want to print integer. So which overloaded method I can use? Print which is taking int. Print and I'll pass I. PS dot print which will take character C. Now I'll say PS dot flush. Again, print stream was also internally using buffering, just like buffer output stream, it can also buffer. So finally, whenever we are using print stream, we need to flush. Otherwise, whatever you wrote will be in the buffer. Okay, now I will write. Now I will run the same program. Let us see whether it will write these values 20 and A. Okay, X, Y, Z. I will open it. See, 20 and A are written. So what did you understand? Whenever you want to write primitive data types, then print stream is better than using buffer output stream. Print stream is for writing only. Print stream is better than buffer output stream. So whenever you write any program, instead of using buffered output stream, you can use print stream because print stream is having a lot of overloaded print methods. See how many overloaded print methods are there? Lot of overloaded print methods are there. There is a print method which will take even string also. So to print string or to print any object, see there is a print method which is taking any object. If you want to print any object or string or char or int or anything, print stream is better. So do you find any reason to use buffered output stream? No. I don't find any reason to use buffer output stream. Wherever it is possible, use print stream. Okay? But why we learn buffer output stream? When I say I don't use it, why I told you? Because it is also there in the API. Okay? Always print stream is better than buffer output stream. Okay? Just like in C, if you wanted to write formatted output, you can use printf method present in print stream. Print f. See, printf is taking first one in string. It is a format string. Like I can use like in C, percentage 10d means 10 decimals should be allocated, 10 space per decimal should be allocated, and everything should be printed left justified or right justified. Right. So then I'll pass second parameter as I. Okay. So let me see whether it will be printed with 10 spaces or not. Okay, I'll just check XYZ. I'll open this file again. XYZ. See? 20 spaces are allocated and it tries to print 20 from the last. So if you wanted to print formatted output, you can use printf method just like we use in C. Even for printing character also you can use printf method, and you can use just like %5d, %10f, whatever you use in C, the formatting, you can use it using printf method. That is another advantage of using print string than using buffer output stream. So I recommend not to use buffer output stream at all. You can use print stream wherever required. Till now we have understood about byte stream, means for reading bytes. Suppose if I have an image file which is having image is not having characters, right? Combination of some bytes only. Or if I am reading from MP3 file or from MP4 file, whatever image or video files or audio files, they are not having characters, so we have to read byte by byte. But if you know that you want to read characters and write characters, some text files if you are reading, then it is always to use, it's always better to use some classes called as reader classes. So in Java there are two types of streams, byte stream and character stream. So in byte stream what will happen is bytes will flow through the byte stream. Flow of bytes is called byte stream. Flow of characters is called character stream. So even by using byte stream you can read characters, because characters are also nothing but bytes, right? By using byte stream you can read characters, but there is some specialized stream called as character stream. If you want to read characters, if you use character stream, then your program will be much more efficient, right? You can read characters using byte stream also, whatever we have done. But whenever you are sure that you want to read characters only, if you use character stream, your program will be much more efficient. So let us try to understand about second type of stream, character stream. What is the superclass for all the input streams? Tell me. For all input streams. See, file input stream is extending from java.io.input stream. And tell me where buffer input stream is extending from. It is also from input stream. So I can say that superclass for reading in byte stream is input stream. Superclass for writing in byte stream is output stream. So output stream and input stream are superclass in byte stream. But there is a class called reader in character stream. See, there is a class called reader in character stream. This is a superclass of all superclass for reading in character stream. Just like input stream was superclass, here also reader. This belongs to character stream. Now, somehow, if I am able to create an object of reader, see in reader there is a read method which is reading a single character. Previously in input stream also there was a read method which will read single byte. But now this read method is reading a single character, right? So somehow if I am able to create an object of reader, I will be able to read characters instead of reading bytes, right? But if you see, reader is an abstract class. Whenever there is an abstract class, you need to look at the subclasses, directly known subclasses. I see that there is something called input stream reader. First let us try to understand what is this input stream reader. As the name says, it will read from an input stream. What do I mean? Input stream. See, in a file, do you think characters are there in a file in your hard drive? There is a file. Do you think on your hard drive, in that file, are there characters or bytes? Everything is a bit and byte. So in your actual file also there are bytes only, but we represent combination of some bytes as characters and integers or etc. Right? So in file actually bytes are there. So finally, whenever you want to read from a file, the bytes you have to read the bytes only. But somehow the conversion of bytes to characters have to be made, right? And then you will get a character. Now I will draw a diagram. You will understand through the diagram. If you see this diagram, this is your file and this is a JVM. Now from the file the bytes have to flow. But by the time these bytes reach the JVM, they should not be bytes, they should be characters. So this is, assume that this is nothing but your file input stream. This pipe is nothing but your input stream through which bytes will flow. And this pipe is nothing but a character stream through which characters will flow. So from your JVM, if you want to read characters, these bytes which are flowing here has to be converted to characters, right? So there should be something which will convert your bytes to characters. So this input stream reader, this is a class input stream reader. What it will do is, an input stream reader is a bridge between byte stream to character stream. This input stream reader will try to convert the bytes to characters, right? But what is the input for this? If this is input stream reader, if suppose this is input stream reader, what is the input for it? Byte stream means input stream. From input stream is an input, and it will it will return characters, right? So internally input stream reader will use input stream only, using which it reads bytes. But after it reads the bytes, it converts those bytes to characters and gives it. So what is the advantage is the conversion of bytes to characters is efficient whenever you are using readers. Now let us try to write a simple program which will use this input stream reader. Okay, now I'll write a new class. Readers demo. Yeah, now tell me, if I want to read using character stream, I need to create an object of input stream reader. See my approach, how I am doing. Okay, I will give you time for typing later. Just see my approach. Approach is missing in some of you. New input, I am using control space. Input stream reader. I selected the input stream reader class. It is taking what? Input stream as parameter. Now I want to read from where? File. So can I pass file input stream? Yes. So new file input stream. See, in file input stream there are three constructors. One which is taking file object, which we have used till now. There is another simple constructor which can directly take the file path. This also we can use. Okay. So I will now use this one. I can directly give file path. I'll give f://xyz.txt. This file input stream is throwing some exception, that's why it's giving error. I'll add throws declaration. Now I'll take it in input stream reader. Input stream reader ISR is equals to input stream reader ISR is equals to. Now in input stream reader, which is a method, there is a read method which will read single character. See the documentation, I'll click on it. What it returns? The character which is read. But the character which is read is again given as a given to us as a int only. You convert the bytes to character, but it is written as a int. Then when end of file is reached, when the end of stream is reached, it is returning -1. So the same loop whichever I used earlier, I can use a similar loop. Let us see now. ISR dot read, input stream dot read, int data is equals to, this read method is throwing some exception, throw it. See, make it a habit, whenever you write a single line, press control space, save it. Eclipse will show you errors. Don't proceed to the next line until you clear the errors at this line. Make it a habit from now. Again I had to write while data not equals to -1. I just wanted to print it to console right now. System.out.println data, but data isn't, I need to typecast to char. Okay, I think I have abc.txt. I'll read from abc.txt, it's having some text. Okay, now I'll run the same program. Oh, I'm not reading again, it's going into infinite loop because after printing I need to read the next byte of data also, next character, not byte, right? So check here, and again I'll use print method instead of println. Print. Now I'll run it. It should print the contents of the file. Yes. Output is same like when I use file input stream, also output is same. Here also output is same. But this program is using character stream, the reader, and that program was using input stream, byte stream. Which efficiency is better? This program's efficiency is better because input stream reader knows how to convert bytes to characters efficiently. Okay. See here in the API, there is a directly known subclass for input stream reader. What is it? It is file reader. So whenever you are reading from a file, instead of using input stream reader, it will be very convenient if you use file reader, right? So what I will do is I will modify the same program which I wrote to use file reader instead of using input stream reader. So to modify the same thing, I am just commenting the first line. Then I should create an object of new file reader. File reader requires there are a lot of constructors. See, there is a constructor which is taking file object. There is another constructor which is taking string object. So I will use this for convenience. New file reader, and the file from which it has to read is f:\abc.txt. File reader fr is equals to, so instead of ISR I will use fr.read. So the same program I converted to use file reader. We will not use input stream reader always. We always use file reader instead of input stream reader. Okay, but file reader is extending input stream reader, right? So internally the mechanism is almost same. The mechanism of converting bytes to characters, whatever I said for input stream reader, is valid for file reader also. Okay, so whenever we are reading from files using character stream, we always use file reader. Okay, change the program, and I want you to modify the same program. Here I am writing to console. Now I want to write to some other file. For reading we have file reader. Tell me for writing, file writer. So see that there is a class called file writer. Try to create an object of file writer and then write it to file and also to console. Modify the same program and do it.